Spain's beach soccer national team this evening defeated the Super San Eagles of Nigeria 6-5 to win the 2017 Copa Lagos Beach Soccer at the Eco Atlantic City. It was the first defeat for the Super San Eagles at a three-day tournament. Spain finished top with 9 points, and they were closely trailed by Nigeria with 6 points. After a thrilling first period, the two teams went into the break with a score at 2-2. The second period saw the Spanish side winning 5-4, going into the third and final period.
They've traveled far and wide.
Moving on to today's action in the English Premier League, two defensive mistakes saw Manchester United lose 2-1 to Manchester City at Old Trafford, the 14th Premier League win in a row for Pep Guardiola's team. David Silva and Nicolas Otamendi scored the goals as Guardiola's men opened up an ominous 11-point lead at the top of the Premier League with victory in the 175th Manchester derby. Earlier, Wayne Rooney scored a late penalty to rescue a point for Everton in the Merseyside derby against Liverpool. In another game, super substitute Olivier Giroud came off the bench to rescue a point for Arsenal with a late header at Southampton. The president of the Nigerian Cricket Federation, Adam Ukwenya, admits there still is a lot to be done to further develop the sport in the country. Mr. Ukwenya told Channels Television in Lagos that the federation has, however, begun its developmental plans with the introduction of the National Women's and Men's Championship across 5 geopolitical zones in the country.
At the moment, at the national level, we've not been doing well. And of course, the national team has been unstable for a while. The team was disbanded over the last 2 major competitions. Development is a major box for us to tick. And we are looking at great numbers, which the country is capable of generating. When we are talking about numbers, we want to bring more people into the game, more children into the game, more adults to understand the game. And then we also want to bring in more players, quality players. So the development we're talking about looks at generating new players, development of these new players to grow into quality players.
Borussia Dortmund has sacked manager Peter Bosz following Saturday's home loss to Werder Bremen. The result extended Dortmund's winless streak to 8 games dating to September, a run that has seen them fall from 1st to 7th while losing 18 points to league leaders Bayern Munich. Bosz was hired in June after helping Ajax reach the Europa League final. Former Cologne boss Peter Stöger has been placed in charge until the end of the season. The charges against 24 women in Sudan who were seen wearing trousers at a party in Khartoum have been dropped. The women were said to have violated a law against wearing trousers and shorts or tight skirts, with rights activists saying it discriminates against Christians. Women in Sudan are usually seen in loose flowing robes. Campaigner Amira Osman told a Netherlands-based radio station that the Public Order Act violated women's rights. She said the girls were arrested for wearing trousers despite obtaining a permit from the authorities. If convicted, they could have faced punishment of 40 lashes and a fine for wearing an obscene outfit. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has asked Palestinians to get to grips with reality that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. He made the comment during a press briefing with French President Emmanuel Macron, who he has been visiting today. He described as absurd efforts to deny the millennial connection of the Jewish people to Jerusalem, saying the sooner the Palestinians come to grips with this reality, the sooner we will move towards peace. His comments come as riot police in Beirut, Lebanon, try to prevent hundreds of protesters from reaching the U.S. Embassy. More protests were recorded in Cairo and Rabat. Palestinians have been protesting in the occupied West Bank and the Gaza Strip since the announcement was made last Wednesday.
Where else is the capital of Israel but in Jerusalem? Where is our Knesset, our parliament? Where is our Supreme Court? The seat of our government, the Prime Minister's office, the president's office. It's not in Beersheba, it's not in Ashdod. These are wonderful cities, but it's in Jerusalem. It's always been our capital. And Jerusalem has never been the capital of any other people. I think the sooner the Palestinians come to grips with this reality, the sooner we'll move towards peace. And this is why I think President Trump's announcement was so historic and so important for peace. On the quest for peace, there is a serious effort underway now by the United States. And all I can say, as I said, related to President Macron, I think, if you'll pardon the expression, we should give peace a chance.
And the main news again. Kidnapped Plateau State PDP chairman Damishi Sango and 4 others today regained their freedom. The freed persons were abducted on Thursday by gunmen on their way to the PDP National Convention in Abuja. Also today, a former acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Mr. Uche Secondus, emerged as the substantive national chairman of the party. His victory has, however, been challenged by one of his co-contestants, Professor Tunde Adeniran, who described the process as fraudulent, just as the ruling All Progressives Congress gave a thumbs down to the convention. And Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today asked the Palestinians to accept as reality Jerusalem as Israel's capital, just as protests continue to spread over the U.S. decision on the status of Jerusalem. That is the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.